So we've all been tenor singers for this thing that, when I was a part of it, was known as the Allen Boys Quartet. But I was just wondering, because I know I've had one of them, but I didn't know if either of you guys could remember, what's the song that you felt like was your song when you were the tenor singer? Because back in the day when I was singing, it was Hide Thou Me, and we'd have a bunch of people request that specific song, and that was like my big shine moment. But
Oh yeah, sure. Probably Jacob's Ladder for me. You remember that one?
I hated that one.
How it went was we would sing the actual song, and then Dad would say something about us knowing it frontwards and backwards, and he'd have all of us sing it backwards. And I was the new tenor singer at that point in the group, so everyone else was supposed to be in on the gag. They knew how to sing it backwards, and I didn't know how to sing it backwards. So I was just kind of standing on the side trying to sing it backwards. When I kind of got the feel of the song about halfway through, then I jump out and, give a big shine moment for it.
I was part of the original one, so I was the tenor singer for like the longest period of time. So there was like I'll Fly Away and songs like that where I would have those big tenor lead out lines that I couldn't really do because I'm too young to be able to do them well. But I had a bunch of them in a row, and then some of those songs got recycled and some of them just moved on. But you guys had at least one, I think, in each period where you had different takeaways, because it's always the youngest member is the tenor singer for some reason, and you wouldn't be able to tell that me and Zach are tenor singers. Back in the day,
there's a reason to it. It's because everybody else's voices changed out of being able to sing those high notes.
Which is kind of where I'm going. And
right. So
we're over here talking about how we used to be tenors one day, and Christian's like, yeah, I was a tenor one day. So
he's still currently the tenor anyway.
That is true. He's still currently the tenor singer of the group, which could change. I mean,
yeah.
We have nephews now, so who knows? Maybe the Allen Boys Quartet will eventually become the Allen Boys. You could be the oldest
Allen
member.
Boys 2.0.
Okay.
So we've all been through the voice change thing. Well, I say all of us have been through the voice change thing. We got one still on his way. And I can't wait for that day because, I mean, we all had to go through that little phase where you suddenly can't sing tenor, and the other tenor singer is not quite ready to move into the role yet, so you're still doing it.
When he goes, who's going to sing tenor for the group? Or is it just not going to be a group? Or are we going to get rid of the tenor singer?
Well, there's younger Allen members in the extended family that could come up and step up to that plate, but from the years of changing voices and moving in and out of the tenor singer spot, like what's the worst or maybe even best performance on stage that you ever really had as a tenor singer?
Yeah, I can remember back, I can't even remember what it was. Was it Sioux Falls where they did that big sing? And
Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls, that's where it was. Cedar Falls, Iowa. And I had been through voice change, maybe I was probably 2 years into it at that point, to the point where we had stopped singing most of the quartet songs we knew I couldn't sing. One in particular was "Give the World a Smile," which is very high, and at the end, there's like a last lead out of "The joy of scavengers with a smile," and you have to hold that. I knew I couldn't sing that, so we'd not sung it. Dad, though, that day had decided it would be a fun idea to try that song because I think Mom was gone or something, and we needed to put something in. And the moment I didn't know, he didn't tell me, so. We're on stage, we'd finished our quartet number, and then he starts the intro to that, and the moment he starts that, I knew this is going to be terrible. And sure enough, when it got to "Serving Jesus with a Smile," I had to hold my mic out as far as I could so no one else could hear the fact I couldn't hit anything, but
you get to that point where you can hit the note, but you either sound like an eagle or a goat, where you're like, or you're like, ah! Yeah. Because that's all you can do. You have no voice left.
Well, I think one of my worst experiences, probably the worst one, was a long time ago when we were still singing "Sing Your Blues Away." I can't do it anymore, but when we were doing that, which was a few years ago, this particular time I was sick, and they gave me an option. I could either sing my solo song or "Sing Your Blues Away" with everybody else, so I'm like, okay, let's do that one. And it was horrible. The worst I've ever sang, probably the worst I've ever sang with a group, especially. And, everybody was just staring at each other, and it was just awful.
I remember that. It was horrible.
Yeah, well.
That was probably the worst you've ever... I don't remember this at all.
There have been many times, so it's not as...
Take my word for it.
Yeah,
everybody does it.
Everyone I've asked about this, and especially among the three of us here who have all been tenor singers for the group, have said that I was the absolute best, and I think that's a unanimous fact that we can all acknowledge.
I wouldn't say that was a unanimous fact. Everybody knows that I was far better than you. You know, I sang higher than you. You know, I looked better.
You were younger at the time, but I was just better overall.
No, I don't think that that's true either. I think that look, it's always been the fact that I was up here at this level and you guys were down here, but you can fight over who was the second best if you'd like. I mean, I have no problem with that.
Oh, wait. I guess we could at least say that I was the most valuable because I'm still going. I mean, my voice hasn't changed yet and I'm still going strong.
Yeah, but I mean, it will change sooner or later, and the fact that I sang higher than both of you combined, I looked better.
I don't even know if you belong in the conversation of the former tenor singers of who was the favorite. If you're still a current,
you're still in the ladder,
tenor singer. So
well, I sang before, so inevitably there was a was.
Well, that rules out
there
you.
is
So pretty much what we're all saying is that I was the best.